Hi everyone, welcome again. This is my page, Madam Hilas. For today's video, we are going to talk about some tips and requirements for foreign national and Filipinas that are traveling abroad together. Planning to travel abroad with your foreign partner, especially for Filipinas, know the important rules and some of the requirements that you may have to avoid before going abroad. All know that as a Philippine passport holder, traveling abroad, traveling or maybe visiting someone abroad, it is not really easy for a Philippine passport holder, okay? Just to avoid being offloaded in the Philippine immigration in the airport. Every time we travel internationally, we have to go through the Philippine immigration. And they are going to check if our travel is legit, okay? They are gonna inspect all the documents. They check if our travel is really legit and we're not going through human trafficking or something. And they are going to also inspect and make it sure that we are not going to work illegally when we reach to our next country destination. And this might not gonna happen to you guys, but it's better to be prepared rather than not, yeah? Because some of my friends who has a foreign national partner, actually some of them experience really not good and some of them also going smoothly. But you have to remember all the time that the assessment of the Philippine immigration officers, it might be, the basis will be case to case basis, which means that if this, let's say for example, the client A or this couple, okay, let's say for example that they might asking some questions that they're not gonna ask to the next couple. So it is really case to case. That is why it is better to be over prepared, okay? So, what are the tips and requirements anyway for traveling abroad with your foreign national partner? Well, number one, the A travel registration. Number two, of course, you need to have a passport. Number three, visa if that is applicable for your next country destination. And number four, you must have a round trip ticket. Otherwise, maybe you will get in trouble. And number five, you must have a confirmed booking of your hotel. Number six, if you are not married yet, you have to have a proof of your genuine relationship. That will be maybe some photos of you guys together for how long you've been together. So it's case to case basis if the immigration officers can ask you for that. And number seven, if you are married, of course, you have to prepare a marriage certificate. And some other sideline, I can say it's a sideline, other kind of proof of, evidences while traveling abroad with your foreign national partner. This is a case-to-case basis. That will be the proof of your occupation if you have any, and you will be having employment certificate, a photocopy or a Xerox, and then approve of, of your leave, approve of leave of absence of your company, of course, your company ID, some pay slips. If you have business by your own, if you are self-employed, you need to have a DTI. Okay, a DTI that is proof that you own a business here in the Philippines. Some other like your income tax returns if that will be necessary. But these sidelines that I'm talking about, like other proof of evidences, this is a case-to-case basis, as I said. Just show it to the immigration officers if they are going to ask you. But if they don't ask any of this, then don't mind showing them. And another requirements traveling abroad, if you are traveling with your foreign national husband or boyfriend, is the proof of your financial capacity, which means they're gonna inspect or check if you have capacity to, what do you call that? If you have the capacity to fund your trip abroad, especially if you are self-funded. So I think you may need maybe a bank statement for that and other records that you are capacity enough going abroad. And I have a friend. It really happened to him that in the immigration, in the airport, the immigration officer asked him to check the balance of his ATM. So it can happen. So just be prepared. And for unemployed travelers, especially if you're Filipina and you don't work anything, no fans by yourself, make sure that you are traveling together with your foreign husband or your foreign boyfriend. So this might, have chance for them not to ask you that much question. If you are traveling from the Philippines to another country, the immigration might not ask for an affidavit of support and guarantee that especially when you are traveling to a country which is visa free. If you are traveling to a country which needs a visa, it is much important, or it is a must, or it's better for you to prepare an affidavit of support from your fiance, from your boyfriend, or from your husband, especially if your stay in the country, the duration is going to be a month or two or more than 2 months. So it's better to have that affidavit of support. This is only applicable for those traveling that is not married. However, if you are traveling with your partner, if to your husband and you're married, then you just have to prepare the marriage of certificate or the marriage certificate. And as I always said earlier, that everything that the immigration officer that might ask you, that will be case to case basis, depends on on your situation. And I am not from immigration officer, so these tips and requirements that I'm telling you right now are only based on experience of my friends and my clients. Clients means those people that ask some advices, since I live in the Philippines and I married a foreign national. So this is all based on experience. I hope these tips and requirements might help you when traveling.